Good afternoon, Josh from M&J Automotive. I'm going to try and do a very quick, I'll try my best, one bang on a little baby toolbox tour of mine. We did Matty's, but it had to come down for one reason or another. Let's do it. Right, so a Halfords toolbox. So there's the top box, there's the mid section, which is right there, and then you can get a roll cab to go with it. Don't really want to pay 235 quid, I think it is at the minute. It was reduced the other month, so let's crack straight on. I'm just going to whiz through it all. I've got about 15% battery. If my phone dies, I'll have to do it again. But let's make this uber duber, super looper quick. Might need something to stand on. Right, so in the very top, I never shut it. I've literally just moved it. It used to be there. I've just moved it to here because it's lower. Because Matty's only short, he can never see it in top drawer. That's literally why I've done it. So, right, top. So, US Pro Dead Blue hammers. They are pretty much brand new. Matty bought me them for my birthday. Cheers me over flour. Trusty faithful lump hammer. We've got Lidl, is it? I think Parkside Lidl torque wrench does 80 to 210 newton meters. It's all right for what I use it for. If we need out more fancy smancy, Matty's got his snap-on angle torque. Sorry folks, my phone just decided it wanted to tell me I needed to do an update on my software. I didn't want to. Lexivon, which are pretty good actually, cheap and cheerful off Amazon. They do go a bit rusty, but for what they are. Hex keys, Allen keys, they are called Allen keys, but they're called H's. The smaller ones are all quarter drive, and then you've got some 3/8, and I think that's the only one that's a ½ inch. The big youth on the end is a ½ inch, baby. Under that, I can't do that one. Lexivon female torques, again an array of sizes. It is nice because it does come with the little adapters, so that's quarter to 3/8. That's 3/8 to quarter, so depending on what you've got, what you need. But it's nice to have extra bits and bobs of them. That's that one. We've got, I don't even know what sort it is. Cheap and cheerful. It's got splines and torques and Allen keys, long and short. You get a ½ inch adapter, 3/8 adapter. I just use the 3/8 because I don't really have anything that's ½ inch as such. The nice thing with them is the shanks on them are all 10mm, so if you're really tight, can't get in, stick a 10mm spanner on it, ratchet spanner or whatever you. Job is a peach. Top drawer, electrical bits and bobs, soldering iron, connectors, files, little screwdrivers, verniers, electrical tester, a couple of Wago-y sort of things, heat shrink. There's stuff missing out of there, but I don't know what it is. A few bits and bobs of pliers. You don't need no drastic, no fancy. It's nice to have all them Knipex or whatever they're called, jobbies and all that, Cobras and all that, but for what I do, I think they're Blue Spot. Them I got cheap from somewhere. You'll have seen that in the Clio video. They're ancient. Them I cleaned them up the other week. A couple of side cuts, a couple of pliers, wire strippers, end snips, big wire cutters, whatever they're called, mold grips, vice grips, lock-in grips, grippy grips. There is another set, there's a long nose set, but they're currently clamping a brake line or a clutch line on my van. This is a mess, isn't it? The reason why I'm doing this, I've just got a new set of picks, and I thought I'll find a space in my toolbox, and I decided to move my box. And now here we are. So picks, big ones, little ones, Allen keys. These silver line, these are like a T-bar-y sort of thing. They're brilliant. I've had them bloody years. I had these when I first started off doing push bikes. I bought these. I sharpied on what size they are. That's the only thing they're hard to pick out sizes. Same thing but in torques from trusty Aldi. Random Stanley knife, random cable, Guy Martin sticker. One of them on there, look. I love Guy Martin. I love DeWalt as well. Screwdrivers and bits and bobs. There's like little screwdrivers. That's all the other stuff that should be in the drawer above, but it didn't fit. That's why it's in there. Parkside testy thing. Electrical tape, a few cable ties under there. Some more heat shrink. Flatheads, Aussies and Phillips in there. Bigger screwdrivers that don't fit. A little screwdriver that's put different bits in. Oh, me babies. Piece de la Resistance. It's absolute youth. Is that DCF 903? 3/8, 12 volt, 5 amp battery. Mate, I wouldn't be without it now. It's an absolute youth. Matty's is good, don't get me wrong. I think mine's better. And not only that, before I bought that. Oh, baby, that was a good catch. Cordless Ratchet DeWalt. Again, same battery, 12 volt. That one's got that rubber seal thing on, which is nice. The only thing that does me is the battery. If DeWalt made like a Milwaukee style battery, you know, like the inline job. But that is an absolute youth. It's a bit big, it's a bit cumbersome at times. Matty's little Milwaukee one does get in tighter spaces better. But anyway. Sockets and extensions. 1/2 inch impact sockets at the back. As you can see, there are a lot missing. I am trying to make it better as we go along. But there are bits missing. So they are again blue spot, I think. Which do what I need them to do. 3/8. And then there's... So they're deeps. No, they're 1/2 inch deeps. And then you've got 1/2 inch shallers. There's a few, just the odd ones. I don't really use 1/2 inch. If we need 1/2 inch stuff, I'm getting Matty involved. Spare deep 13. A spare deep 10. That's a quarter drive 10 actually, spare one. Anyway. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19 deep 3/8. Same in short. Ooh. I've got a 16mm in there. Bloody good show. And then I've got quarter deep, quarter shallow. I'm not really going to use them that much. 32mm silver line. It cost me a £5 from local handyman shop, hardware shop. I went in, it's like a jumble sale. I went in, I goes, have you got a 32mm 1/2 inch socket? And he like wandered off. And then wandered back and he's like, yep. Cheers mate, cushy. Hub nut for my van, that's what I needed that for. Impact 3/8 shallow Halfords. They were a bargain them. People moan about buying like good tools cheap. £12.50 for a set of 3/8 impact sockets. Cheers easy, I'll have a set of them. Lexivon adapters, so you've got quarter to 3/8, 3/8 to quarter, 1/2 inch to 3/8 and 3/8 to 1/2 inch. Lovely job. Extensions, US Pro impact extensions. I was saying to Matt the other day, I don't know why anybody buys stuff that isn't impact anymore. So I've got all these shiny chrome sockets. I'm going to use them, I'm going to pick them up. I'll show you my other baby in a minute. So we've got 1/2 inch long, short, very, very short. That's another old beta one. 3/8, quarter, nice long quarters and all that sort of stuff. So that's all just your generic. I'm going to spin you around to show you this. My brother bought me this. Shout out, Gaz. Cheers, bruv. Right. This is an absolute weapon when you need it. It's not fancy. It's literally a little socket set. But when I'm doing it, I just grab it. It's got everything in it that I need. It's got a screwdriver, nut runner, jobby. I'm going to plug my phone in because it's going to die. Bearer for Witheth. There we go. Screwdriver handle. The only thing that bugs me with this is that is a 1/4 inch. Right? Then they give you an adapter to put the screwdriver bits in. The sockets are 3/8. Why not just make that a 3/8 screwdriver? It would have been so much better. Because you could just put a socket on and just spin them in with that. Anyway, rant over. I love DeWalt. Please sponsor me. Please. Please. Look. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It's everywhere. There's radio. There's more over there as well. Love it. So it's 7 to 19, which is perfect. And then you do get some of that funny... Ugh, God, it makes me feel a little bit ill, actually. Ugh. Imperial. But yeah, long extension, short extension. It's a good ratchet, is that, as well. I first swung off that a couple of times and it just refuses to give up. Got to be careful when you open it. You have to make sure you open it DeWalt side up. Otherwise, what happens? Yes, it does. You're right. All the sockets fall out. So that's back in there. That just lives in there because I just grab it and I've got room. Waggly bits, 1/2 inch, 3/8 quarter drive there. Just cheap adapter things. That, I don't even know where that's come from, right? But that's like some hex shanky job with a 1/2 inch. Anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? It is. You're right, Joshua. It is. So that's that. Anyhow, sockets. Oh, I like the straw. It's quite a new draw. It gives me a bit of the fizz. As you might have seen when the mini video comes out, this is broken, but I refuse to get rid of it because it was my first one, and it still works kind of. If you're going to be beating on something, whatever, you just use that. So that is a Sealy Premier, I think that is. Long. The good thing about this, and I'll give it its due, it's had some stick. It's a locking flexi head. So, when it gave up the ghost, it was my birthday the other week, as I might have probably told you about 15 times already. It was my birthday the other week, so I decided to nag my other half to get me a set of sockets. And she said, yeah, that's fine, just order whatever you want, I'll give you my card, fine. So I bought these Sealy, what are they called? Sealy Seagan, there we go, set. I thought, it's like a slightly, ever so slightly better version of the Premier, and the green, which really annoyed Matty because Matty likes green stuff. Anyway, he's got that one in his garage, so I had that one, and he decided we didn't need another flexi, we needed just a straight, so he bought that. So he's got one of them, and then he's got the 1/2 inch version of that in his garage, the big Eufy. So when I bought them, anyway, they took ages to come, because I ordered them off eBay, and then they said, oh, something's just broke, we've had to return it, sorry, blah, 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 we'll get it to you next 3 days. Anyway, about a week later, I got them. They came through, I was buzzing. I opened it up, and it is the only disappointment that I had, was that, yeah, it's stiff, but it doesn't lock. That's going to come, oh, you didn't even see that, did you? It's stiff, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't lock, and it's going to come loose. That ain't going to stay stiff as that forever. But that's all I've got to moan about. Soz. Sealy, I like you. Again, feel free. Send me free stuff. I know we're not quite there yet, but just get it in your notes. Straight. So these are all 3/8s. What's that? Nielsen 3/8s. Again, non-locking. I quite like that. It's another flexi jobby. So as you can see, there was a set. So there was a long flexi, a long straight, 2 normal 3/8s, and then a little. You can see it's had some stick already. I do like that. It's mint. It's little and it's short. That is a little Halford's. I've got a thing about flexi head, haven't I? Halford's flexi head. That's my first ever Ratchet that I bought. It's still going. It's a bit stiff in places, but it's alright. It looks very similar to its friends that it's sat next to. That's a blue spot. We'll come on to the little backhoe beast in a minute. That's my 1/2 inch Ratchet. I've had that since I was about 18. I've had that 10 years. Come from Aldi. It's mint. It's just what it needs to do. You know, I'm not a believer in. Well, I am a believer in buying lots of crap, but I'm not a believer in. I am a believer in, aren't I? Who am I trying to kid? I love buying stuff. Anyway, Aldi special. Again, I've had this year's. The only thing that breaks my heart about this set is 2 things. I've lost the 5mm Allen key, which I could rob a 5mm Allen key. That's just the one you use all the time. It's not a 5, it's a 6. I've lost it. Anyway, I've also lost the original Ratchet to go with it. So this is my second Ratchet I ever bought, which is a 1/4. It's the same as that thing, but it's the 1/4 inch. It's a blue spot. Again, it's not fancy, but it's quarter drive. What are you going to do with it? You're not swinging off stuff, are you? This has been a really, 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 really good set. Aldi special. Little screwdriver handle again. Flexi extension. A couple of little extensions. T-bar handle. A wobble head. an adaptery thing there. It was 4 to 14. And I lent it out, and guess what didn't come back? The ratchet and the 14mm socket. How very annoying. I know what we could do. I haven't got one in there. Can't even do that. I was going to stick the 14 out my drawer in there, make it look a bit better. But I'm not going to. This Christmas present, tuck it in this corner because I very rarely use it. Christmas present off my girlfriend's granddad. Right. Look at that baby. So that is a little backhoe set. So you've got a drill bit thing and all the bits to go with it. It's great, perfect, love it. The really good bit about it is this, right? So you get this tiny little baby, and you take out the spanner, and then you stick that in there. That's a ratchet that's as big as your finger. And you think, oh, mate, you're never going to use that. You would not believe the amount of times I've used that. 13, 10, 8, 7 and 6. And it's got an 8mm, I think, on that end. You would not believe it. The amount of times when you're in a bit of a squeeze and you think, oh, I just need something, just to do something with it. I can't get it. There you go. That's what it's got in it. 26 piece, 2058 S26. Buy it, straight up. And again, I'm going to say it again. Backhoe, feel free to send me anything fancy. Thank you. Spanners. Quite like this drawer. It's alright. There's no expensive... Well, no, they're not expensive in here. I'm not even going to start to the expensive stuff in here. I just like it. So this is me little spanner rack. Not anorak. Spanner rack. And that's got all my ratchet spanners on it. I'm a bit of a fan of a ratchet spanner, I'm not going to lie. So we've got 8 straight, 8 flexi, 9 straight, 10 straight, 10 flexi, 10 flexi, 11, 13, 13, 15, 17, 19 ratchet spanners of some degree. Not fancy. I saw a thing, what's he called? What? No way. You've all seen it. He did a thing and somebody called him in and he tried it and it worked. So I had to go and yeah, it's alright. It's just a bit of a laugh on it. Bit of banter, missed a few, not gonna lie. So ratchet spanners are there, brilliant. We'll come on to them in a minute at the back. Little midget ones, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's full set 10 to 19. Spare 13, an 8mm with a doodah. I robbed that off Matty the other week when we were doing something. I'm a little bit concerned we're only on a minute in this video. Bear with. Phone's due for an upgrade. Start doing stupid things on me. So, where was I? Right, so spanners. Ratchet, stubby, normal spanners. Some of them are, well, I keep saying it, don't I? Some of them are better than others. They're all cheap. They're all a random mismatch of sets. I've got a 7mm missing somewhere, I don't know where it is. Excuse the children that are running about on the street. Hang on. Oh no, they're going. Right, so that I robbed off Matty. That's an 8mm with an offset head. Spare 13, 14mm ratchet spanner. I don't know why that's there. Oh, I know why that's there. Oh. Right, we'll find a home for that in a minute, because that needs to live over there. A couple of universal rounding off spanners. I've got a bigger one somewhere, I think it's in car. Spanners. Right, these over here. These are actually Crescent spanners. They are called Crescent X6. They are, it's like a boxing spanner, which does all different applications. You can do, allegedly do female torques. They're meant to bite better for round off studs and one thing and another. But they're open-ended ratchet spanners. And I quite like them. And they've got us out of a pinch a couple of times. As you can see, they're not being massively used. But yeah, I just like them. This I made. So that was a box, what is it? It's like 20mm box from B&Q that I bought when I was practicing welding. And then one day I just started hacking slots out of it. The first one was straight, and then I decided straight was a bad idea because I couldn't see them, so I made them all angled. And they're a bit pissed, don't get me wrong, they're not all square and what have you. But they do a job. So that's what holds all my ratchet spanners. Bottom drawer, it's a bit of all sorts. Files, pry bars, Parkside pry bars. Bargain. Strike through and all. What more do you need out of a pry bar? Let's be frank. It needs to pry things. If it breaks, buy another one. I reckon, I've got no proof, but I think that's a snap-on one from somewhere yonks ago. And it used to annoy me. I never used to use it because the pry bar bit used to come out of the handle all the time. So one day I decided in my infinite wisdom, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a grub screw for it. I'm going to waz a grub screw in it. Never look back. Grab it all the time now. It's gone from never being used to being used all the time. Bloody good show. Magnuson 40oz apparently. Magnuson 40oz ball peen hammer. That's my go-to hammer. I don't use that little lump hammer that's further up. That's my go-to. That is a modified spanner, and it's for doing me exhaust manifold on my motorbike. Because it's the only thing that I can get to fit in to tighten the exhaust studs up. That's that. A couple of Parkside, what are they even called? Step drills. There you go. A tyre lever for a push bike, because I have to do the odd push bike repair for my mate's lad. Random locking wheel nut, some more drill bits. That's an extension bar that broke the end off, so I just made it into a hitty thing. Big chisel, I like that chisel. That's probably older than me, but I bought it from an antique shop. Punches, more little chisels and punches. Centre punch. Where's that gone? Oh, it's there. That's one of them poppy woppy centre punch jobbies. A few little flatheads. Oh no, pair of screwdrivers, a flathead and a Phillips. Just little, just for getting in bits. That's what I used to use before I got picks. So I'm a G. Shackle, for whatever I want to use it for. A couple of sanding discs, grinding disc, another flappy disc there. Wire brush, that needs to go in there. Hooks. Normally used for hooking calipers out the road. You might have seen it before. Family knives. Anyone know what that is? It's a striker. It's a pencil. So, oh, now I'm in a tangle. Thank you, please. That's them in there. Wire brushes, couple of pencils that we just found in the van. That's off my van. That's my towing knife in my van. I need to go back in the van at some point, but I'm never going to need to tow it. It's never going to break down. Thought that was a good idea for doing timing. So I fetched it out. And we tried it once and it rubbed straight off. Specialist timing marking fluid for the win. It's also known as Tipex. Big pry bar, 1/2 inch brake bar, tape measure which can live in there with me. Jobby jobs. Ignore that. Oh look, DeWalt. You know. Gardening tools. And then we've got just torches. There, spares off my engine. Torches, gloves. Nebo, good torch. Good torch. Better torch though, I must say. Fantastic. Was it DCL 050? It flops. Does all sorts of funky shiz. It's good. I can live up there for now. And there's more in here, but I'm not going too far into it. So that, germs and germ balls, is that. So, just a little insight as to why. Like, why is Josh from MJ Automotive just done a toolbox tour? Why has he done it? tell me why you've done it. Just oh, hang on, I missed a drawer. Bear with. Drawer full of more spanners and crud. There you go. Where were we, Joshy? So I've looked on the old YouTube. I'm always on there, constantly, and always do I see chaps in America, one thing and another. Oh, come on, get me. I ain't got a tripod. Matty's got tripods in his garage, and I can't be bothered to go and unlock his garage. Always do I see chaps and chapettes in America, right, doing these toolbox tours. Decent and all, and they've got a full tray, full drawer, and it's all snap-on and Mac and blah 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 blah, right? So I've just sort of jumped on here and thought I'm going to do a toolbox tour for normal people, not mechanics, not multi-bazillionaires, just for normal youths who want to prat about in the garage. You know what I mean? You don't have to go out and buy thousands and thousands. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few quid's worth of tools in here, in my joinery tools and one thing and another. I've got 7 tools, 8, 9 and a bag, 10, 11. I keep, every time I look around I see another DeWalt bag, another DeWalt box or something, and they're all full. There's 2 DeWalt radios, yeah, I have got a lot of money's worth of tools. But mechanicking stuff, I'm new to it. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love doing it. And I get more satisfaction out of buying a set of spanners for 15 quid and making them work. And you bust them, what do? You just go and buy another set for 15 quid. You don't have to wait for a man in a van to come round and then swap it and persist ball about. One day, I will probably have thousands and thousands of pounds worth of tools in a nice big, hopefully black and yellow look. I did this as a bit of a laugh. I quite like it actually. DeWalt, bring out a mechanic's toolbox if you aren't already, and then send me one, and I'll love you forever. So yeah, so that's that. It's not shot on a fancy sman. Oh, I forgot one. Right, Christmas present off my father-in-law. B&Q, magnetic. Is it right there? Magnetic torch. Best thing about this, I don't have to worry about charging it because it's got a docking station, and that's it, done. List of hand parts, exhaust measurements. Fancy. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now. This was meant to be a quick video and it's turned into half an hour, but so that's that. I've moved my toolbox, done a quick toolbox tour. Thanks for watching. There's more stuff to come. Keep your eye out for some of my fancy smancy tools on channel. You'll have seen them already, I would have thought. If anybody's got any questions or suggestions even on, you know, like your lower end tools or anywhere that's got a bargain going, let me know. Let us know. Let me and Match know. Because we love a bargain. Absolutely love a bargain. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment. Drop us a like. It helps the algorithm. We really do want to get to 1,000 subscribers at some point this year. That would be ideal. So, it was going well. It's still going well. It's just a little bit slower than I would have thought. We wanted to be at 1,000 subscribers really by summer. Make it happen, people. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, keep your eye out for everything else. Turn your bell notification on. See you in a bit. Peace.